Welcome back to TMZ Sports. I'm Mike Babcock, joined by the man, UFC President Dana White, ahead of UFC 272 going down this weekend. Maybe the best grudge match between two fighters that we've ever seen in Colby Covington fighting Jorge Masvidal, two former roommates, best friends turned complete enemies. Is this the kind of is this fight pitting the two biggest enemies that we've ever seen? I know we have John and DC. We've seen other guys that don't like each other, but man.
And John and Rashad, they were training partners and came out of the same camp, but I don't think it's ever been at this level. These guys were actually roommates, trained together, cornered each other. The list goes on and on. Hung out, were actual friends.
Right.
So it's going to be interesting to see. I mean, we all know Colby Covington has that style where he sets a strong pace. He stays in your face all night and tries to wear you out. Has a great chin. You're always worried about his wrestling. So, he does well with the stand-up because of that. Will he have the same game plan going in against a guy like Jorge Masvidal?
Dana, a lot of times you see guys who don't like each other when they step into the octagon, and then there's a respect that's gained after fighting for 25 minutes in a lot of cases. Do you think that's going to happen, or are these guys, no matter what the result is, are they going to leave hating each other just like they walked into your octagon hating each other?
Well, it took 10 rounds for Colby to respect Usman, so right. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how this thing goes.
Both guys are friends with President Trump. Know a lot going on in the world right now. Clearly, any chance we're going to see the president in Vegas on Saturday?
No, I talked to him a few days ago. He'll be watching, but he won't be here.
Colby Covington goes and he wins this fight. Where does Colby go from here? Is there a possibility to make the Kamaru fight for a third time? Or I know that's something you haven't exactly loved doing in the past to a guy who has lost the first two. Where does Colby
I don't think
go
so. I mean, it'll be a while before Colby gets a shot at a title again. I mean, he lost both those fights. Usman is the pound for pound best fighter in the world.
Is Adesanya a possibility? I saw reports that Colby might have some interest in going up and fighting Adesanya. I know Ali Abdelaziz wants Kamaru to do that, but is that a possibility for Colby?
Well, I mean, Colby would have to go up and beat Cannonier or Whitaker or somebody like that to even be in the discussion with a fight with Adesanya.
What else are you looking at on the card, Dana? Obviously, the Colby and Jorge have gotten a lot of attention. What other fights do you like? You always have those. This is the one I told you about, and I always know to watch those fights because they're always good fights. What are you looking at on Saturday?
Edson Barboza is always fun to watch.
Always.
Kevin Holland is always fun to watch. I mean, The whole card is stacked with great fights. Yanin Rodriguez is a badass fight. Yeah. The list goes on and on.
Right. There's a lot of good fights on the card, and then obviously the big one. What's going on? I know you just broke this. Dos Anjos lost his opponent to COVID. Are you trying to keep Rafael on the card, or is this just too close to the fight to get him a new opponent?
No, we're working on getting him a new opponent. We'll keep that fight, and we'll get him something.
Dana, over the weekend, fight night, Islam again just runs right through Bobby Green first round, made it look simple. Does he get a title shot now, Dana? Does he get the winner of Gaethje and Oliveira?
He's obviously in the discussion, and let's not forget Beneil. Beneil is still around too. You know what I mean? He's ranked number 3 in the world right now. So we'll see what happens.
Is it possible that you could rebook Beneil and Islam as like a number 1 contender fight?
I still want to see that fight.
UFC 272 Saturday night. Colby Covington, Jorge Masvidal. I cannot wait for this one, Dana. You can feel this one is going to be great, and I am here for it. And I always thank you for your time.
Thanks for the support. I appreciate it.